The Hawkeye season finale. I think it's season 1 or something like that. I'll just say for right now. I'll just say series finale, limited series finale drop like as of this recording yesterday, and yeah, I don't know what to feel about it, man. I think it's okay. I don't I don't know. What do you guys think about Hawkeye?
It was pretty good.
In terms of
It was just good.
the
I hit.
finale, I'm not gonna lie, that finale was kind of mid, average.
You said you hated it.
No, I didn't say I hated it.
Uh,
I
I
said it
can't
was
hear
mid,
it.
average, kind of whatever. The whole show
Mm,
is kind of fine. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, it's not like WandaVision where I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen next episode? It's not like Falcon and the Winter
I'm not
Soldier
gonna
where
lie.
I'm like,
The last episode, I was hyped for that. Hyped. But
to be honest,
I
I
wouldn't
wasn't
say
even
I
that
was
hyped for Kingpin,
disappointed.
bro.
Let's not say I was disappointed for the finale, and we're disappointed in the finale. I'd more of say I was just overly excited. Let's leave it at that.
I'm
you,
just gonna
you
be
set your
like,
expectations too high.
I'm just gonna say they didn't need to
Yep,
make this
I
show.
wanted Daredevil. Obviously, didn't get that. But something that I did get, which I really enjoyed, was the way they presented Kingpin, even though he got his ass beat, which makes no sense at all.
Oh, I hated that. Keep going. Keep
Um,
going.
They made Kingpin stronger somehow in Hawkeye. They showed off his abilities more because in the comics he is an absolute brute.
I don't even
And
know how he just took that much damage, but I
the
guess he can do
well,
that.
he's taken way more in the comics. It's crazy. But just seeing him rip the door off of the car and legit what did he do? He like
Maybe he's got
threw
super
someone through
soldier
a wall?
serum.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe he's just a
He's just
fat
like
man,
that.
but
He's just like that.
like he got hit with a car. I thought for sure he was out, but he wasn't. And
Yeah,
then
he made him the Kingpin I wanted. So I'll be very happy when he comes back. Don't even give me BS about him being dead. He's not.
Yeah, anyone
listen,
who
man,
believes he's dead, come on.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
dude,
They
I
need-
was so annoyed. I was annoyed. I was pissed.
I know.
When
I
that
was
bullet went off.
upset. I was upset that he got handled on by legit like what is she like 22?
She's 22.
She got handled on by this girl who has no superhero I don't know experience really. He
No.
got absolutely handled on Michael Jordan style. Like how?
Dude, I mean, listen, he won that fight. We all know that he won that fight, but come on, like
He was
Dude.
absolutely crushing her.
there is no way she should be able to hold her own against King Vincent
What
D'Onofrio's
should have happened?
Kingpin?
What should have happened? She should have got her ass beat completely bad, and
Completely.
Daredevil should have swooped in and started fighting.
Yup.
That's what should have happened.
I would have
But
accepted
no.
Daredevil or Spider-Man. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
might as well
Or I
just
would
have
have accepted
Spider-Man
Clint.
swing in right from
I
No
was
Way Home.
expecting Spider-Man to swing into
Dude, I'm
the
not
ice
gonna lie.
rink.
I swear I
ice
thought I
skating
saw
rink and
Spider-Man
stop
at
her.
one point. I swear I thought I saw Spider-Man swinging. And I was
Spider-Man should have swung
I ain't gonna lie,
in.
when I rewatched the episode today, I swear I saw something.
Legit.
I was swinging
At
too.
the end of
It
No
was
Way
just my
Home,
mind.
he's swinging above the fucking.
The Rockefeller.
Excuse me. Cut
This is
that
the
out.
Rockefeller.
Cut that out. He's swinging above the tree, but somehow he
imagine-
doesn't see
just
he doesn't
imagine
see
how
the
good it
tree
would've
fall over
Just
and start
imagine
someone
if at the
shooting
end
up
of
the
Hawkeye,
ice
he
rink.
drops down and
You
saves Hawkeye.
literally live in that area. You're swinging around that area around the same time, and you see a whole bunch of people in tracksuits shooting up an ice rink, and you just go and swing by like nothing happened. Like, are you kidding me?
Bro, that's not
You
his
heard the
neighborhood,
police.
dude.
You
It's
heard
not his neighborhood.
He was swinging.
It's-
All of New York is his neighborhood, bro.
Bro, I'm thinking,
Bro.
imagine how cool it would have been is just like they directly tied in it from No Way Home, or right at the end you see Spider-Man swinging and he drops in to help Hawkeye, and he's like, hey Spider-Man, I remember you or something, because he wouldn't know it was. He would just
If
be
I had to
like-
guess,
Yeah.
that's probably Sony's fault. I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on them.
yeah, they
because
probably didn't have the
screw
rights to use
Sony.
him in the TV show.
Screw
I thought you-
Sony. It's all their fault.
I
but
thought
yeah,
you
let's
guys
move on
knew
from
that
that.
they can't use Spider-Man in live-action shows.
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious
Yeah,
that they
can't use
can't.
them.
But yeah, it's Sony's fault.
I mean,
actually,
listen,
they can. Can't they?
They can't use live-action. They can't use Tom Holland live-action Spider-Man in Disney Plus
I
shows.
know that they have television rights, but they don't
Yeah,
have
they can
movie
use-
rights, right?
Yeah,
That's why they have
by
all those
definition.
like Spider-Man things on Disney
Yeah.
Plus. But
I
yeah,
mean, if Spider-Man would have swooped in, I feel like that would have been a great moment. It would have connected No Way Home greatly. I think it would have been organic. They would have taken the focus off of Hawkeye. This would have been the only thing we would be talking about. Oh my God, Spider-Man showed up. But
and
then,
It
something
would have been
that
better. Oh my
irritated
god,
me,
it would have been
It would've
better.
something
taken
that
it
Yeah.
irritated me a bit is that the directors of Hawkeye were asked a question about if the Kingpin was the same Kingpin from Daredevil, and their response was, "Watch the 6th episode." Well, I watched that 6th episode, and
I
I have
still
no
don't
idea what
know.
they're talking about.
It's not.
Like,
I have
what?
It's not.
I don't.
I mean,
I
I'm
think we
pretty
gotta
sure it's
accept
not
that it's not.
because of the characters added that weren't there before. Like that one dude, I forget his name
Kazi.
already. The guy who's completely useless and died at the end.
Oh
Kazi.
yeah, Kazi. Yeah, him.
Yeah,
that
he had
Kazi.
he had no pressure on the plot whatsoever, other than
Really don't
being
care about him.
like a best friend. So yeah, he doesn't matter. That's 1 point off for Hawkeye right
And
there.
honestly,
Introducing a
at the end
character
of
that is
Hawkeye, I
completely
don't know
useless.
how they have so much faith in Maya to get her own show. Like, I don't hate Maya. I think Maya's probably the one of the better characters of the show, but
I agree, man.
why is she
I'm gonna
getting
watch
a
her show,
I-
but I don't have any excitement for her show. It's just another
don't.
Marvel for me.
Yeah. It feels like one of those shows. Like, why?
But
I
you
think
know,
the
I'll
best
accept it because
things-
as long as Marvel pumps out their content, I'll keep eating it up.
I gotta say, there's just a
Yeah.
that came out of this show. One, it's good for Hawkeye to finally have his own little thing. Two, it really I'm glad it brought Yelena back. Three, Kate
Mhm.
Bishop was pretty enjoyable despite being pretty overpowered at some points. And the tracksuit dudes are pretty
Yeah, I
funny.
agree. You know what? I didn't find the tracksuit dudes funny.
Me either.
I found them just like
The
just
cosplayers,
dumb.
they're one of the best parts of the show, though.
I gotta say, yeah, the LARPers. I
Yeah,
really
Grills.
did.
Grills was pretty cool.
Grills was cool, man. I hang out with Grills. Like he seems pretty cool.
I don't know. I just like how
But-
goofy the tracksuit dudes were.
Mm.
I
When-
liked
when-
the girlfriend line. That was funny.
Oh, where the dude
Oh,
was
what,
trading
made me smile?
tickets.
Oh yeah, that
For
that
his
made me
girlfriend.
smile. And
He said it
when
made
we
me
first
smile.
saw them,
When
they
they
were
kidnapped
funny.
them.
but once it got a little old pretty quick. Maybe
Yeah.
That's like one of the
on
only
episode
times
4
we
or
did see
5.
them.
But yeah, they were needed, I guess,
I feel like
because
they
you
were
need to have
just
beat up goons.
They were just goofy
for a show
little
They
like
were
this.
cannon fodder. They were cannon fodder.
Yeah, for a show like this,
fodder.
you know, a close
Yeah.
combat, I guess you can say close combat, even though he's Hawkeye, but a close combat show needs some goons that you can beat up. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
I think they're good for their
it's-
purpose they serve. They're just there to be
Yeah.
comedic relief, punching bags.
Man, when the show focused on Clint Barton, that's when it shined for me. I mean,
Also,
when they focused on Kate
the
Bishop
watch
and everything
completely
like
pointless.
that, I wasn't really. I didn't really find that as compelling. When they focused on Clint Barton's arc, I thought that worked.
I
for
gotta
me.
say, the whole Rolex
Oh, yeah, that was
thing with
nice.
her being Mockingbird, completely just fan service. Didn't need to be there. Like
Honestly,
the watch, it's
I was
there in
like,
the first
oh.
episode, and then it's there at the end.
I don't
was
even
like,
know what
oh, but
Mockingbird
I just
is.
didn't care.
Just a shield agent.
Yeah,
That's it.
like when I feel like it would have been just better. She was just okay. She was just this woman, like this woman that he fell in love with.
Like they
She
could
didn't
have
to be a
had
shield
more
agent.
purpose.
I don't.
If they wanted to have some sort of artifact to be chased, they could have at least focused on it more throughout the whole show and made it more than just, oh, it belonged to his wife when she was in Shield.
Are we talking about things in a certain order, or are we just going
Nah,
kind
it's
of
just
everywhere?
rambling at this point.
One thing I want to say, the post-credit scene kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, same.
Really?
I
Okay,
I
I-
watched through all of it. Okay, I watched through all of it,
me too.
but I watched through it with the straightest face I've
Me
ever
too.
had in
Like,
any
the thing-
TV
I
show.
don't hate it because it was the musical. Like the musical isn't the problem. I thought it was pretty entertaining, but just the fact, like,
They
they
could have
should
done
have
so
had a
much better.
post-credit scene and then just release Rogers on its own.
Oh
like-
yeah, I would have got some.
Like
They
to
could have
see,
released that as a special.
yeah,
or
like
an extra
waiting the
cut.
whole thing to get served with the musical. Like it just felt like the kind of the biggest slap in the face after they just wasted Kingpin. Like something about it just felt.
It should have been
disrespectful.
a Kingpin surviving.
Nah, I don't
That's
think
what
it should have
should've
been
been.
that. I feel like it just should have been something for like Moon Knight or something. She-Hulk,
Something, at least something for Echo or like an announcement for season 2 or even a post credit scene
Like
of
it's
Hawkeye
probably too
and
early
Kate.
for Daredevil. It's probably too early to start showing Daredevil stuff. Like, but I think
think
they
so.
could have showed
I
some
would even
Moon Knight
argue for
stuff.
She-Hulk. I don't know how Moon Knight and Hawkeye would be connected. It
When
would be
it
cool. I don't think they would be connected though.
when is Echo slated?
I don't know.
No one knows. I'm
2023.
thinking
Yeah,
we're gonna
to
get
be
Moon Knight
honest.
Look,
early
if
2021 or
Daredevil is
2022.
not in
2022.
Echo,
Yeah.
we're gonna have issues.
He's gonna be an Echo. Y'all have heard the
Daredevil?
leaks? Them not the leaks
Daredevil
coming out about
Bruh,
Echo.
needs.
I
I don't
don't
pay
believe them.
attention to leaks no more, bro.
The leaks
I'll
coming
be.
out about
I'll
Get
Echo,
just,
I
that
don't
after
believe
No
them.
Way Home.
I don't believe Daredevil's getting a reboot. It's just not happening.
No,
No, he's
definitely
not getting his
He's
own
not
show.
getting a season 4.
They're just gonna
No.
reboot the character in the MCU.
Kind of like reversing what they did to Phil Coulson.
What you mean? Reversing what they did to Phil
Like in
Coulson?
Agents of Shield, how they kind of like did a new Coulson, even though it's quote unquote the same Coulson.
Oh yeah, with the robot and then him.
They
The aliens.
basically kind of rebooted him, but in this sense, they're doing it backwards.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna do like a new Daredevil while still keeping the same beats as the old Daredevil.
I mean, it makes sense. I much would have rathered them making Daredevil canon, but just the fact that we have Daredevil at all is fine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and in terms of the post credit scene with the Rogers the musical thing, you guys probably didn't enjoy it as much as I did. I had fun with it. I thought it was a fun little thing. It didn't really spew like the big emotions out of me, but I just found that okay, this is it's a happy holidays Christmas
At
gift
least
for us.
one
I
thing
guess
I would
it's
have wanted
fun.
is
It's
maybe
not
have a cameo
meant to.
character watching it, like just something.
I think it could have been cool if Sam, like, didn't you just say Sam and Bucky watching it in the audience? Did you
I've
tell
been
me
thinking
that?
someone was like, it should have been Sam and Bucky.
I mean,
it should have been
that would have
old
made no
Cap.
sense.
Like, imagine how good it would have been if it was old Cap watching it.
Because I really thought that it was going to do that. I thought it was going to have like
No, he's dead,
an
though.
audience reaction.
Cap is not
like,
dead.
huh?
Bro. Cap is not dead.
What?
He's
I'm
on the
pretty
moon,
sure
bro.
he's
He's on
dead.
the moon.
I've argued this since March. He's dead.
Just like Kingpin's dead. Come on, guys.
He's not dead. You know that.
Come on,
man. Tee up, bro. Come on, man.
But we've been
he's
talking about the finale, but I gotta say, like, the first 3 to 4 episodes were pretty entertaining.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
But the thing is,
especially the first
it wasn't
episode.
as entertaining, in my opinion, as something like Loki or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because
Agree.
it's Hawkeye, and there's not much you can do with Hawkeye, unfortunately.
I just want to say,
I feel like
just to point
Hawkeye
out-
should have been one of the first shows they released, like maybe
You
right
got-
after
oh,
WandaVision
definitely.
or before
but also
WandaVision.
you also gotta understand, like with Hawkeye, I think that Hawkeye and Black Widow, they can stand on their own in their own films and own shows. I think they work better as supporting characters.
Yeah,
Or if they was in a show together, a spy espionage show together, that works.
that's what I'm saying.
A
Since
film
Hawkeye,
and a show by themselves, they don't.
I
work
think
that well.
Hawkeye does fine as a main character
yeah, he
by
did
himself.
good.
Because now I was about to say this a second ago, but Jeremy Renner is an amazing actor.
Oh,
he
yeah.
really he really embodies what a dad would look like. He doesn't have these like look like his relationship is fake. It looks like it's real. Jeremy Renner is just an amazing actor, and he really deserves his spot in the MCU. And I feel like he does better in this light that he's in, kind of in just a regular person acting.
Yeah, but I feel like Hawkeye should have been one of the first shows to come out, so they could have ramped up the intensity. Like, I feel like if this came before or kind of after WandaVision, and then that led into like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki, I feel like that would have been a better placement. But this movie is kind of just like it just feels like it just came and went.
Movie.
It came and went like show. It came and went kind of like What If. Like it came out, we were watching it, we were enjoying it, and then it ended, and we're like, all right, it's over.
I mean, but it would make no sense plot wise for this to be on Christmas and for the other things to not be.
Yeah, but I just feel like it would have been better placed.
I mean, it is what it is. It'll definitely open some doors later on, 100%, especially with our new
Kate
whatever
Bishop,
the hell she's gonna be.
Hawkeye.
That's Hawkeye. But I mean, like you just said, Hawkeye as a character, when he was in Avengers Endgame, he was cool. This ninja suit, I expected to go inside of this series with a serious tone, but we had the Christmas tone too. But I was expecting it to have a more serious tone, like of Arrow, a little bit like an Archer show, and I expected a little bit more hand-to-hand combat, not as much jokes, and I expected a simple story, but they didn't really give that because the action it didn't ramp up. Like I'm trying to say, it didn't ramp up. The climax wasn't there. It just kind of happened and then it ended. And just like Jonathan said, it didn't really have any rising point to me. It just every
I mean,
episode felt like it was
Like
a
Hawkeye
singular
really
story
does just
getting
feel like a
introduced.
Christmas special.
I mean, in all of the Marvel television shows that are new on Disney Plus, really none of them have had any major impact on the story
bruh,
of the
bruh,
MCU.
bruh.
Loki aside and WandaVision aside.
Loki, WandaVision.
No.
The only one that you could
WandaVision,
say
not
really
really
didn't
that
set up
much.
much. Nah, the only one you can make the argument for that I would accept is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and even then, I'd still disagree with you.
Maybe
Loki?
Loki is fine, but the Falcon and Winter
Loki.
Soldier,
Literally,
the Falcon and
he
Winter
literally
Soldier
broke the
really didn't have that
multiverse.
much.
WandaVision
I
directly
said
tied into
Loki
Doctor Strange
aside.
too.
Loki aside, no, bro. What she did,
Dude, I don't
we
even
could have
like.
erased
I
WandaVision.
don't
We
even
could have
like
erased
WandaVision.
WandaVision, and Doctor
He
Strange
doesn't.
still would have
Bruh,
happened.
what
We
is
could have
the
taken
bruh?
WandaVision out of the universe, and it
What
still
is
would have worked.
what does Wanda say in the Multiverse of Madness trailer? I hurt
What?
people.
He
Doctor
sidetracked.
Strange says, "I'm not here for what you did in Westview." Direct
I
connection.
know. He literally sidetracks what she says, completely ignores it, saying, "Oh yeah, I don't care about that." So that means he doesn't care about it. So who's supposed to?
Bruh.
Bro, he's talking about the task right now. The fact that he and Spider-Man broke the multiverse.
Okay, well, back to what I'm saying. The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon was already going to be Captain America. We already knew this. Didn't really matter. Let's be honest. You can at least agree with me on that.
No.
No.
Okay, you're wrong, but okay. What's the other one? WandaVision. All she did was get her name changed. Boom.
Dude, I
Done
don't
right
even
there.
like WandaVision, and I see how it's set up.
WandaVision name change. That's it. We're done. What else? Loki. All he did was just kiss himself.
Bruh.
Yeah, and set up Kang, the next big bad in the
Literally
MCU.
set
Hawkeye.
up the entire multiverse.
And
Shut up. No, you're wrong.
exactly, and introduce the multiverse.
He's gonna die at the end anyway. Who cares?
And
That's why
introduce the
Iron
season
Fist is
2.
getting his own
Hawkeye.
show.
All they did was give us a female Hawkeye, so we're done there. What
Iron
else
Fist
am I
Disney
missing?
Plus
What if
season
is
3.
hot garbage mid doo doo water?
What if
That's
the
just
only
actually
episode of What If That
exist.
matters is episode 2?
Episode 4.
Nah, that was the Doctor Strange one, episode 2.
Episode 2 was T'Challa. Episode
Well, then
4
episode
was Doctor
4.
Strange. Yep.
You're wrong. Yeah. So, what if was mid?
We
Yeah,
barely
I mean,
talked about what we like about Hawkeye.
Yeah, I mean, what I did like I
Okay,
said,
yeah.
what I did like was the Clint Barton stuff, the focus on that, and also the Christmas setting. I really did like that, but
You just cut
That's
all that
about
out.
Yeah, like there's not much
that's
to
about
say
it.
that you
I ain't
like
gonna
about
lie,
the
that's
show.
not about it.
But the thing is, there's not a lot to say that I hate. It's just a lot of the small things. Like, I feel
A
like
mix.
Hawkeye was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just okay.
I mean, a lot of
And that's-
things from Hawkeye could have been removed, and we still would have had the same end result.
Like, it literally just felt like an unimportant Christmas special.
I really feel like maybe because I'm biased to the MCU that I'm just saying that it's fine. Because if I'm not an MCU fan, if I'm just looking at this at face value, this show's not that good.
And I
I
gotta
feel like
say,
you
I
could
really feel like
condense-
Kingpin was unnecessary.
You
Yeah.
could condense everything, almost everything.
I
that
feel like
happened
Kingpin would have
in the
worked better
show
if he was the
in an hour
post-credit
and a
scene.
half.
If Kingpin was the post-credit scene, I feel like that would have worked.
Or if he was just the main guy of this episode, and the scene that they had him at in the beginning of episode 6 was at the end of episode 5.
I feel like this
You
has
think
too
that coulda
much
worked?
going on to it.
Hawkeye?
It just feels like a weird.
Every
like,
episode,
for like the first 20
Okay,
minutes
so
of the episode, I was
technically-
like,
every
why are
episode
they here?
introduced a new storyline.
Technically, we have three villains. Actually 4 if you count Sword Dude, Jack.
Yeah, mid.
So at first, Jack is what, the red herring?
Yeah, young
like I
Big
Pretty
Bad.
said,
much the entire show. He is the red herring until you find out in the last episode, I guess. Technically the mother is a villain because she's trying she's the one who got what Jack's like,
Armand.
uncle killed.
Yeah, it's his uncle.
So technically she's a villain. Obviously Kingpin is a villain. And then we have Yelena being a villain. That's way too much
Yelena
going
was
on in
great in
one
the show.
episode.
Antagonist.
Yelena was
She was
great.
an antagonistic. That's what I was
Well,
most excited
Yelena was
for.
great. But they focused too much on Yelena, making the other ones kind of okay.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. If this whole show was just about Yelena tracking down Hawkeye and Hawkeye trying to right his wrongs as Ronin, I would have been perfectly fine with this show. It just
That's what
introduced,
I
like you said.
expected. That's what I
exactly.
expected when I came into this. I thought Yelena was gonna be first episode. Yelena's pissed. She's on the hunt. That's what it should have been.
She's on the hunt. I mean,
She teams up with Kingpin. They beat the hell out of Hawkeye, but then Kate Bishop comes in, and then they 2v2 and they beat them up.
Yeah, but if Kate Bishop came in to save Clint, we still be trashing on that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be
Mary
trashing
Sue.
on it.
Win it!
Yep, Mary Sue. I'd be trashing on it. But
I feel like
I wish
feel
we
like
could say
Yelena,
more of what we like.
Yelena was really good in the show. I
Yeah,
really like
I agree.
Florence Pugh as your Yelena. The dynamic between
She's
her and
just
Kay
so
is just really
cute.
cute.
She's
Like I
just so
said, she
cute.
keeps
I
saying,
love
"Stop
her,
making me
man.
like you." Like it's her. Like you kind of forget. Like she's trying to kill Clint, and what her
When she's
her,
like,
her
when
and
she's like, "Come
what's her
eat."
name? What's her name?
Oh,
Kate. They're just like
yeah.
fighting, but they don't seem like they're trying to kill each other. Like they're just like fighting as friends. And
Yeah.
it's just really. I like their dynamic.
When listen, when my heart melted when she said, come eat, my daddy says it's good for you. When she,
Exactly. Like, all
bro,
the small
come on,
things toward,
dude.
like all the small hints. I mean, Alexi's probably still alive, right?
Yeah,
He
most
wasn't that
definitely.
old.
No.
I mean, hopefully she's back as the second Black Widow.
I feel like, but the thing is, I want to see what they're gonna do next with the whole Val and the Thunderbolts or whatever's going on there.
Yeah, because I really thought that Val was the one that recruited Yelena, not Kingpin or
Nah,
Kate's mother.
Kingpin recruited Eleanor. Eleanor
Yeah.
recruits Val, and then Val gets Yelena.
So
I
that
wanna know
means
what they're doing
Kingpin's
with-
behind everything,
So
really.
the players we still have missing, we still have the Power Broker out there. We still have U.S. Agent out there. Zemo's still in the raft, right under Ross' jurisdiction. And now we have Yelena
Abominations.
now.
Yep. Abominations here.
Mhm. So I feel like we're gonna see something about Thunderbolts sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. This show didn't give me anything.
The show didn't give
didn't.
much.
Usually I'll be in defense for stuff like this, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
The thing is,
It's
we're
probably my
sounding like we're
least favorite.
dislike it, but it's not gonna be like a 4 or a 5. Like
Yeah,
it's like just like an average show. Something to watch on Christmas, I guess. It's kind of like filler. That's what I feel like it is. It's
See.
filler between like the big releases and then yeah,
I wouldn't say filler. It's around like, excuse me for the cringe, but I'd say around like this is anime canon quality right here.
nah, bro. Anime
And if
canon's
you don't
usually
know what
good,
that
but no
means-
weeb stuff. No weeb stuff.
Yeah, you're wrong, but okay.
Would
This
you
movie's
call this
just
a
good.
love as a battlefield?
No,
love
no,
is a battlefield
not at all.
season.
No, that's
not like
that's horrible.
First,
just
explain
feels
to
like-
me what that means.
You know how Flash always has those 1 or 3 episodes after the crossovers that just don't matter?
Yeah,
That's what
one
this
of those
feels
was
like.
love as a battlefield.
That's what this feels like, but not as bad as Love as a Battlefield.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
like
I still hold close with that anime
most I
canon.
could say
It's
is
just
just-
literally a perfect description.
Hawkeye just came and went. It was
I
there.
agree.
It was there for the past like 4 weeks, and now it's gone.
Legit,
I
I
didn't
could have
hate it. I
just
didn't
not.
love it.
I could have just not watched this, and you told me, "Hey, Kate Bishop's now in the show. I mean, now in the
Yeah.
MCU." You could have just done that, and I would have been totally fine with it. Or maybe just like maybe a film. A film would have been better with Hawkeye. There we go. I said it.
Probably.
Yeah,
A film
like
maybe
I
like
said,
4 years
he
ago.
worked better as a supporting. Yeah, he works better as a supporting character, or him and Natasha work
I just
better
want
in
some
their
Iron
own show.
Fist, know what I mean?
I
Shut
agree,
up,
man.
bro.
Iron Fist season 3 through 6,
Iron Mid?
dude. I need it. I said Iron Man.
Iron Mid.
Yeah,
I
One
want
of
to see
those.
Iron Fist again. I'll die on that hill. Alright, I got nothing else.
yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
let's
I
just
got no
wrap
more
this up.
closing thoughts. So,
Alright,
like on a tier scale, what would you guys put this at? Because
tier
I want to
scale.
go first. I'm putting it at C.
C?
High C. High C. C plus. B
Um,
minus. I'll go B minus.
Yeah,
This
I'm
was-
about to say. I'm about to say B minus, because it's enjoyable just for something to watch during the holidays.
It's a
I'll give it
smooth
a B.
79.
I'm gonna give it a flat B right there. I enjoyed Hawkeye. It was enjoyable.
It was watchable.
It was
It was watchable.
Mhm.
it's more MCU content. So I'm just grateful that Father Feige has
Yeah, it did
blessed
bring
me
us
with
Kingpin
such an
back, so
opportunity.
we
I
have to be
love Daddy
thankful.
Feige.
We have to be
Yeah,
thankful
he
to Kingpin,
blessed
but
me. He blessed me with my boy Vincent. He just oh.
I gotta say,
Ah!
Hawkeye's like a smooth like 6. Hawkeye's like a smooth 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10.
It's all right.
I gotta go 7.9.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 8.08456892369
All right, so that's an 81. Okay, yeah, let's wrap this up.
What? It started with a 1.
What? Oh, it started with a 1.
He said
I just said
8.01.
8.01.
8.01. Oh yeah, it started with a 1. Yeah, so that's just an 80.
All
That's
right,
still a
so
B.
well, thank you guys for listening, watching our Hawkeye breakdown.
Bleh.
Hawkeye was just kind of there, and it came and went. But like, if you like Hawkeye, don't. Doesn't really matter. Hawkeye's kind of mid anyway. But we'll see you guys with the next one.
Blake.